Tyler Jacobs and Michael Beller here trying to help you win your season-long fantasy championship this week. We have for you our Hotels.com obvious choice wide receiver for this week. With Hotels.com's Simple Rewards program, get one free night for every 10 you stay. Our Hotels.com obvious choice wide receiver for Week 16, Beller. Antonio Brown at home. Sign me up.
Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger at home. We're going to see some big numbers out of this Pittsburgh offense. Do not be afraid of this Baltimore defense, which truly has been great this season. I mean, they're the reason why this is a game that could determine, most likely will determine, the winner of the AFC North. But if that's going to be the case, I want to bet on Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, and that Pittsburgh passing game at Heinz Field 10 times out of 10. I don't care what's on the other side of the field. We're going to see a huge game out of this team. And obviously, you don't need Tyler and I standing up here telling you to start Antonio Brown in your season-long leagues. You might be thinking about, is he worth it from a DFS standpoint? Yes, he is. Look at Kevin Durant in the background. KD knows that Antonio Brown is worth it as well. From a daily standpoint, this can be a guy who is the centerpiece of winning lineups this week. I just think we see Pittsburgh get back to what works for them at home. That is Ben Roethlisberger throwing the ball 35 times, Antonio Brown on the receiving end of probably 14 or 15 of those targets. You put those two guys together with that sort of formula, you're going to get a big game out of both of them.
I know AB hasn't been the world beater the last couple of weeks that he was all last year, but I love when he's at home with Ben Roethlisberger and an opponent they know how to attack. Even though Baltimore has a very good defense, they know how to attack that team because of the familiarity. And he is a season low, maybe even a two-season low, going back to last year, $8,200 on DraftKings.
Crazy.
There's 3 or 4 wide receivers that are more expensive than him. I will take those savings gladly because we know AB has one of the highest, if not the highest ceiling of any wide receiver in the National Football League. Only $8,200. That is so reasonable on DraftKings. It's very reasonable on FanDuel as well. So seeing that price at that spot, hopefully some people are scared away by the fact that he hasn't seen 100 yards since Week 10, but I think this is the time to break it because the price is low and he is going to have a big number against the Baltimore Ravens. Please plug in, whether it's season long, of course you're doing that, but daily fantasy, I think a building block for cash game and tournament lineups is Antonio Brown with a season-low price tag for Week 16. He is our obvious choice wide receiver for championship week. Brought to you by Hotels.com. So simple, it's the obvious choice.